Hi, Mandy J here with another Funko Pop review on the Toy Fair of 2018. Here we have the Princess Bride wave that just released not too long ago, actually. They're not out for sale yet, but I just got word of them not too long ago. And I am super excited for this. I know a lot of people love Princess Bride and everything, and I already have all three of them on pre-order. It's nice to see that we do get a chase here with Westley, though I would have appreciated if they would have fixed the box on the chase and have the mask and the kind of like hat over his head on the character portrait on the front of the box and replace Westley with the man in black, just because I know they've done that in the past with a couple of chases, such as Luke Skywalker on the Speed Racer. I really do like this wave just because it's kind of your most iconic characters. You have Buttercup on the top left corner in her iconic red dress that we kind of see her when she's kind of quote-unquote Princess Buttercup. And we have Westley right next to her in his all-black outfit and holding that awesome sword. And underneath Westley and by the chase, you have Indigo Montoya. And I really do love just overall the set of these pops. They are very simple but very iconic, and definitely I feel like these are going to be more nostalgia pops, especially for a lot of people who just adore the movies. And I do like the little subtle details in a lot of them, like Wesley's mustache and Indigo's scars on his cheeks. I think they've done them really well. Though I actually would have preferred seeing their sabers in their left hands, just because I think that would be kind of a fun little tidbit instead of it being in the right. Just because at one point in the scene where they're like, ha ha ha, but I'm better left-handed or something like that. So I feel like that would have been a neat one, or at least have one with the left hand and one with the right hand. Fun fact, the actors, both Carrie and Mandii, actually took the time and effort to practice using their left hands for fencing, just so that way they can do it in the film, so they didn't have any kind of stunt actors come in and do those work for them. And it took them quite some time, but by the time it was ready to shoot that scene, which was the very last scene, they were ready and able to go. So overall, I think the pops are very well done, very simple, but I feel like that doesn't bug me at all. Normally simple pops I feel kind of seem to be lacking, but other than that, I think the character, that if you strongly know the movie and stuff, I feel like the character really brings it out. I feel like Buttercup, I kind of love that simple pose. She kind of has this elegance to her, and I like her hair being parted halfway up. And I really hope that the gold belt around her red dress doesn't have any painting issues, and that like if you pick one up, make sure to just kind of look for that. I would hate for that to be an issue where the paint kind of runs off into the gold or whatnot, or isn't fully painted on. Westley, I feel like there should be no painting issues just because it's the simple black outfit, but from what I can see here in the stock photo, that it is a variation of blacks too, so at least it breaks it up and you get some detailing. And then Mandii or Indigo Montoya, I do like the different varieties of browns, just so that way his clothing doesn't fall flat and it kind of brings out from each other as well. Now I do have the pictures of them on display. And sadly, we have here just the three. We do not have the chase on display, but up close I see that there might be a little bit of paint issues with Buttercup's belt, but not too much. And sad to say, I feel like with any of the pops that have a majority of black paint to them, it seems to end up falling very flat, and they become darker than what's in like the stock photo that you see of them being advertised. And for some reason, it looks like in the stock photo, the sword for Indigo Montoya is broken, or at least all you get is the handle, where if you were to look back on the image here, you can see the rest of his sword with the blade, and in the stock image, that blade is no longer there. So I don't know if that was just just due to being damaged while on display, or if that's going to be an issue that you guys should look out for when purchasing your Indigo Montoya pop in the future. It does all look like the two boys come with stands. I don't know if they necessarily need them, but sometimes it's better safe than sorry to have them on those little bases. Other than that, I really wish they would have went with a lighter gray, just by a little bit, with the outfit for Westley, so that way his gloves and his boots kind of stand out and you can see the detailing a little bit better in his shirt. Other than that, they look great in person as well. I feel like Indigo Montoya's hair has a lot more like volume to it, or at least it has a bit more depth to it, where in the stock photo it seemed a little flat, where here it has a great set of highlights and lowlights. I feel like the darker hair pops tend to have a great variety of color to them just because of how the light plays in the mold, where it seems like lighter haired pops don't get that kind of feel. Other than that, I think this is going to be a really great wave. I'm super excited for it, and I can't wait for mine to come in. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to leave them.